it's Careless, and today is day 77. Yay! So, funny story. I just finished my linguistics final, and the professor that I have this quarter, he also taught the linguistics class that I took last quarter, and he's also going to be teaching the linguistics class that I'm taking next quarter, because he's a visiting professor, so they usually teach for about a year, and, well, linguistics is kind of his subject, so, he's teaching all these classes, and I just so happen to need all of them, and it works out. So I'm taking a class with him again, and he kind of knows me, but it was funny because today, for the final, some girl comes in, and she brings a whole bunch of cookies. She's like, oh, these are for the class, so I was like, oh, that's cool, so, we'll have some cookies or whatever, and I'm talking to her, because I kind of know her, and I was like, since all of us, well, not all of us, but I was like, since so many of us are taking his semantics class next quarter, we should just tell him to throw a party, make the final, 2 hours long, and we'll all just throw a party. And she's like, oh yeah, we should totally tell him. So I finished my test, and I go up to him, like, hey, professor, so, you know how there's, half of us are basically taking your class again? He's like, mm-hmm. I'm like, do you know what you should do? He's like, what? And I was like, oh, well, you should make the final shorter, and we can throw a party afterwards. And the more I talk, the more his face, at first he was kind of like, do you need something, or whatever, he's all serious, and then the more I talk, the more he's like, he's just kind of slowly smiling bigger and bigger, and I go, yeah, so that's what you should do, and I kind of look at him, he kind of looks at me, and he's still smiling, he just kind of shakes his head, and I nod my head. He shakes his head some more, and he's like, no, I don't think that's gonna happen. I was like, oh, that's sad. But anyway, that was a fun story about some professors. Yeah, well, one professor, yeah. Yeah, I don't usually get to be really friendly with my professors, partly because sometimes the classes are really big, but in this case, the class is there's 40 people, but I still don't get to really hang out with them because usually my schedules are very busy, so I don't ever go to his office hours because I'm usually doing homework for other classes or QQing about something else. I don't know, but it makes me happy and he sort of recognized me too. It was pretty funny. He was like, oh, you're a linguistics and computer science major, right? And I was like, yeah. I was like, how'd you know? He's like, oh no, I was just looking at the roster and, you're on the list and that's a really rare major. And I was like, yeah, there's nobody in it. He's like, yeah, there's 10 people. I was like, I don't even know any of them. Just, But, yeah, it was that funny. Yeah, it was cool that he recognized me. Yay! Yeah, I like it. I like making friends with cool professors. I'm just sad that he's gonna leave after this, because it would have been funny to hang out some more, I guess. He's funny. Anyway, I guess that's it for today. I guess that's that. I just have one more final left on Thursday, and then I get to go home and be free, sort of. Only kind of free. But anyway, yeah. So that's that. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Well, if I'm not crying over studying, then, yeah.